thank you so much for doing this. It's super exciting to, get to chat to you and just hear your story.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, where are you calling from?
So I'm located in Chicago. Yeah.
Awesome. Did you move to the US from somewhere?
Yes, I immigrated here 7 years ago from Europe. Yeah, so this is how my journey started.
Very nice.
Yep.
And what are you doing in Chicago for full-time work?
Yes, yeah. I'm an investment accountant and I work for a real estate firm in downtown Chicago.
Got it. And how'd you hear about us and how'd you get into trading? I think that's what everyone here wants to hear.
Yeah, so my story is probably not much different from everybody else. So I didn't have experience at all, and I started the program about a year ago. Yeah, actually, I think it was April 14th. So I was, just watching. So first of all, I heard that market crash, and I had no idea what does it even mean. Like, I have my full-time job, everyone was good at job, so I know what does it mean, the market is crashing. So then I started, trying to research and trying to start looking for YouTube videos, trying to see some videos that could help me with maybe potential investing and how does work in general. And then, by searching on Facebook something, your video popped up. And I kind of, listened to your story, guys. And then I think I went through, free webinar, and I was really interested. And yeah, that's how I started. In the beginning, I think I postponed for 2 weeks. I didn't start right away. I purchased the course, but I didn't start right away. I was just, playing pretty much casino, started investing, download the Robinhood app, start investing something. I don't know what I'm doing, why I'm doing this, but I saw some returns. I like it. But then I started actually studying and put a lot of effort and time and try to understand how it actually works. Yeah.
Got it. And so you got the course and, you started with Robinhood, you said, but you didn't really know what you were doing. And then, I guess how long did you study for? Cause I know you had a full-time job as well. So what kind of how was your journey the first 3 or 6 months?
Yeah. So it's definitely a commitment. This course is a commitment and you need to put a lot of time and effort in order to get to the point where you can actually start trading with real money. So I think I started, like I mentioned, 2 weeks after I purchased the course, and I was so curious and I was so interested in, and because I'm that type of person that always always eager to learn, and I'm self-motivated and self-develop. I was looking for some development and for advance, and I think it took me about, I would say, up to 2 months to go through the entire course, because I needed to watch some videos again and again, just try to understand. And then I think after 2 months I started, simulation, and I still was struggling because I never traded in my life. And then after 2 months with, your dad's Q&A support, I started asking questions. I was listening what people are asking, and then, I was sponging all the information and apply it to the simulation, and yeah, that's how I get to the point where I am today.
Yep. And so I guess how were those 2 months? Were they tough? Kind of how was your journey? I'm sure it was confusing at first, not confusing, or kind of what was the ups and the downs?
Yeah, it was very, very interesting. But it was difficult, especially for me being from another country, because a lot of technical, analysis. But I mean, I'm an accountant, so I'm so detailed, and I was, looking for details and trying to understand where the trick and how does it work. I wanted to understand the big picture. And when you go through the whole course, you start putting all those puzzles together, then you can see the big picture. But yeah, it was difficult in the beginning, of course, especially when you don't have any experience and don't even knowledge like what the stock is or what the future is or what the currency is. I don't know.
Yeah. But hey, now you know all of that, right? Now it's easy.
Yeah, now I'm an expert.
Now you're an expert. I love it. I love it. And so I guess, what was your journey like from simulation to real money?
So I think I did a mistake at that time because, of course, I learned from, for the last year, since I started the course, I learned two things about myself, that I'm super greedy and I'm so impatient, which I never thought I am. So I didn't have patience to go through simulation, like, a couple months and to get the consistency in my trading. And I jumped in, I think I would say like 3 weeks after I jumped to real money. But I think that a lot of, students would agree with me, 2020 was the year where you could jump in something even you don't have, much experience or you don't do your analysis right, you still can gain some money because it was a good year, everything was going up. So I feel like lucky, and then I thought that I'm good at analysis. Of course, I was wrong. But hey, that's how we learn.
Exactly. And so I guess I know you told me you spent many months after like rewatching the videos and things like that. And now, I think even on your posts in our student community, you're like, you watch the videos multiple times. Every single morning. You can't even imagine a morning where like you don't check the markets in your phone and things like that. Like, would love to hear more about that.
Right now it's like an addiction. I had no idea I would be that person, who'd be addicted to this. Yes, of course. Every single morning I woke up and immediately grabbed my phone and I'm like, okay, what's going on today? So this, I know in situation it just like excites me, but at the same time it's put a lot of like mental pressure on you. But yeah, this is the game. This is like a mental game. Like it's interesting. I love it.
Got it. And are you able to share some of your results so far to people out there, who are just so they know kind of your progress?
Yes. So for students who are watching us, this is the proof of my results.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, if you pass the 10,000 mark with us, you get, that's a 10,000 one, right? Oh no, that's the 10,000 one.
This is 10,000, this is the 50,000.
That's the 50,000 award for those who are watching.
Yes.
That's like, and we also have one, I believe, at the 100,000.
Well, this is my goal right now. I'm currently, slowly, but I'm getting there.
Wait, can you hold both of them next to each other? I don't think I've seen them next to each other. Oh, it's a lot bigger. That's awesome. And your name's on it as well, right?
Yes.
That's so cool.
It was so great to receive this because it means a lot to me. So I was able to achieve that because of you guys. Of course, I was looking for maybe some supplemental income, but I didn't know how to do this. But with your mentoring and with your help, of course with my efforts for sure, but I was able to do that. I never thought, I can gain like 50 grand like in 1 year. This is just crazy. It's just mind blowing.
Yep, I love it. So 50 grand in 1 year, you've made many times your money back from investing into the program. So we'd love to see it.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, absolutely. The program is, cost a little bit, but then if you, in the end of the year, you can see your results. But of course, I can tell for everybody else who is hesitating to join the course, I would tell you that this course for sure worth every penny if you put your time and effort. It doesn't work if you don't do anything and then you say no, it's maybe it's too hard, it's difficult. Well, yeah, you need to work on it. I mean, everything in life, if you want to succeed, you need to sacrifice for something. Like in my case, it was time and my personal time pretty much. But then you will have the results for sure.
I love it. And for those out there who are like, on the edge, on the fence about like joining our program, what kind of advice do you have for them, to make that leap of faith?
Well, everybody, decide for themselves if they are able to put that effort and, want to succeed. That's for sure their choice. But I will tell you, everybody, for sure that you have to. This is a lifetime skill that you can, obtain, and believe me, when you receive this award, it's just such an amazing moment. Like, you are so grateful, first of all, and so appreciative, and like that you receive that feeling that you achieved something, and this is so great. So for sure, I mean, don't hesitate, never give up. Just go for it, because it will return your money back in 10 times and 100 times more than you spent.
Awesome. I love it. No, I'm super excited right now. Like, I might even be more excited than you, because like, this is why we do what we do, right? It's like for people who join our program to get results, who put in the work and like can make more money than they invested back many more times, and like have a lifelong skill, like you said. They don't teach this stuff in college or anywhere else. So I'm so happy that, a year ago from now, or a year ago in the past, that you made that leap of faith to join our program. So.
Yeah. No, thank you guys for putting this together. I know your dad was hesitating in the beginning to do this, but with, you've been pushing him, and I think Jonathan joined you guys as well at the time. I think that's definitely, so many people are grateful that they can make supplemental income or even become like their full-time job right now. It's great. It just works. Like, everybody who is offering, I think, like very cheap course, I'm not saying it's bad, it's just different. I don't think they put all that knowledge, they don't share all that knowledge that you like so detailed. That's exactly what fits for me. I love it. And of course, what helps a lot is like support, like community support, and like Tom's, Q&A, he can answer all the questions. That's an Abby. Yeah, I love it. I think Wu is gonna join soon too. He would be doing the Q&As.
Yep.
Yes. Great.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why, we tell people our course is definitely more expensive than a lot of courses out there, but it's what you get, right? You get the premium education. It's super detailed. You get the support, like you mentioned, that like, we really care. We want every single person who joins our program to succeed. So, I mean, I'm super happy for you, and I'm sure any students out there who are watching this in our current community, or even people who are deciding to join, are really gonna, love your story, Julia.
Oh, thank you. No, believe me, it's worth it. It's totally. I mean, it was difficult in the beginning. I can tell you that. I mean, somebody who doesn't have experience, it was difficult. Like, it was like really difficult, but you will get there. You get things when you will rewatch the videos and you will listen to somebody's asking questions. Just be patient. I mean, that's what I learned, that I need to be patient with everything I do, everything I think, everything I listen.
Awesome. Do you have any last minute things you want to say to anyone out there who's watching? It could be someone who's a current student. It could be even Tom, or any of our student instructors, or it could even be someone out there who's never even heard of Stock Navigators. Any last messages?
Yeah, I will tell you, Jonathan, Tom, and Andy, guys, thank you so much for doing this. This is just mind blowing. You help us a lot. Like, you walk us through, you point out on certain things that we don't understand, and this is just so great. It's so important, to one conversation when it's not just like video course when you go through and then nobody even answered questions. This is so important that you have that support. And for those who knew, yeah, go ahead, guys, join. You will never regret it. Believe me, it's totally worth every single penny, and you will obtain your financial freedom for sure.
Awesome. Love it. Well, thank you so much, Julia. This was super, this is just super exciting. And I love to hear your story. Obviously, you're pretty active in the community, so I'll continue to see your journey as well, over the next year, 2, 3 years. I mean, really, for the rest of your life now. So.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you, Tim. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Have a good one, Julia.
You too. Thank you.